going on, Mythic Nation? So you know what time it is. It is link time. So hit those links down in the description. We had the Hajime no Ippo openings. Very, very, very good openings. Let's see. I got the list of Kai over here. My official rankings were opening 1, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 2. So, all were pretty good. I liked opening 3 because it was just straight instrumental. So that was just different. That was nice. I liked it. But saw my main man putting in work on the beach with the jump rope, making sure he hits the cardio. That's how you got to do it. Whenever you have a dream, you just got to put in the effort to achieve it. So I just like seeing that in anime opening. So I'm excited to jump into the show and get more Hajime no Ippo goodness in my life. So as you know with the link videos, we just I usually just say, hey, but I also wanted to hit you guys with some thoughts on Captain Marvel. Well, before I get into Captain Marvel, I'm going to say, this latest episode of The Walking Dead, Daryl versus Beta, yes. That was like a top 10 anime fight. Like, my boy Beta was just beasting Daryl for a second. I was like, Daryl, I don't think you want this fight. I don't think you want this fight in your life, Daryl. Beta was tossing my man everywhere. They brought out the knife for a knife fight. Man, Daryl was quick with it. Beta brought out the second knife. I was like, Daryl, I don't think you want this. I don't think you... Then, if you haven't seen the episode, mini spoiler. Spoiler. Even though it's not really big. My man Daryl pushed this man down an elevator shaft. And then, okay, if I push you down an elevator shaft and you get up, I don't want those problems with you. Because, dude, Beta is pissed. Beta got back up and this dude is pissed. So he is definitely coming after Daryl. But I'm going to do a full Walking Dead episode review later. I just had to, man, that fight was great. I would have loved to see Rick and Daryl tag team Beta. Oh my god, that would have been a great fight. But anywho, last thing for the link video, I just wanted to give my thoughts on Captain Marvel. Like, okay, I'm not Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, you know, the legit movie reviewers that can break everything down to like a super, you know, easy to digest level. I'm just a guy that enjoys movies, and I'm just giving you my thoughts on it. So I've noticed a lot of split over Captain Marvel. So, I'm never going to tell you what to watch and what not to watch because we are all different. We all are going to enjoy what we like in a movie. Like, we're all just unique people. So, I don't think Captain Marvel is a bad movie. I have two ways of thinking about it. One, I feel like Captain Marvel was a Phase 1 Marvel movie in Phase 3, knocking on the door of Phase 4. So I just feel like it was kind of out of place. That's what I feel like to me. Like, we're at it was like 2008 Iron Man, Thor, Incredible Hulk, like, type movie. Like, not bad, good, just, we've gotten to such a point in the Marvel movies where we expect so much action, so much good characterization. The storytelling, like, the Russo brothers, they've just been, like, killing it. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and now about to hit Endgame. I just feel like we've come to expect a certain level of movie from the MCU now. And then pretty much like Captain Marvel is a throwback to like not only the 90s, but kind of like I said, a Phase 1 Marvel movie where we're getting the introduction. Like she's a fish out of water, but like we've seen that before with Thor. We've seen it a little with Drax, where it's like, oh, I'm an alien. I don't know how I'm supposed to act when I'm on Earth. Like we've just seen it before. Then also I would say like when people are going at Brie Larson saying that she's like emotionless, she's very stoic in the movie. I feel like they kind of touched on that in the movie though. So I don't feel like that's a shot, that should be a shot at Brie Larson. She was trained to control her emotions. That supposedly make her a better fighter, a better warrior. So I don't feel like coming out saying that, oh, she's bland. Because Brie Larson is not a, like, dude, if you've seen The Room, dude, Brie Larson is not a bland actress at all. Like, taking the Oscar out of it, just, like, go see The Room. Excellent movie. And to show you a bit of her, like, acting range or acting chops. Then I would say, when it comes to, I know that kind of split some people over, is Marvel kind of going the social justice warrior route, trying to be like, oh, it's all about women. Not which one, dude. I love that. I love variety in my moment. Like Into the Spider-Verse, like Spider-Gwen, it's freaking awesome. So like Wonder Woman, awesome. So we have a lot of strong female characters in the MCU. So That doesn't, I like remove all that when I'm going to watch a movie. Like, I'm just going to watch a movie. Give me a good, strong female character like I get with Game of Thrones, like I get with Alien, like we get with Wonder Woman. Like, I don't care if the character is male, female, as long as it's a good character. Like, dude, I'm with it. Like I legit don't care. I just feel like a lot of outside things are affecting people's view of this movie, and I think you kind of check that when you're at a movie. To me, that's just my opinion on it. Also, though, but to relate it to kind of with my thinking of it, I had a wrestling analogy with it. It's kind of like they've spent 10 years building up Iron Man. They've built up Thor. They've built up the Hulk, Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther. They've spent so long building these people up. So it's like you've got Seth Rollins, you've got Samoa Joe, these people that they've been building up, carrying the show for forever. And you're like, okay, cool, it's WrestleMania season. It's time to go up against Thanos. Who's going to take the Universal Championship from Thanos? And it's like, nah, we're not going to give you Kofi. We're not going to give you Samoa Joe. We're not going to give you AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. We're going to give you, no offense, we're going to give you like Batista, Roman Reigns. People that's like, they just hop in. It's like, oh, okay, it's cool to see you, but dog, you just skip like back of the line. Like if Captain Marvel beats Thanos, one, I'm not gonna, if they do it right, and I think the Russo brothers will, I'm gonna be cool with it. Like, I'm not gonna be, up in arms, like, oh, how come she gets to beat Thanos? I'm like, dude, if they tell it in a good story, I'm straight, I'm cool. But now, I feel like Thor deserves to get that W, because this man had to watch Thanos destroy all of his people, killed Heimdall, and choked Loki to death in front of his eyes. I feel like Thor has been built up. That should be the one-on-one. That should be the main event match at WrestleMania. And then, again, liken it to Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. That should be the straight-up main event. And I feel like Captain Marvel is Charlotte Flair. Very excellent wrestler. Like, she's got her moments. Like, dude, she's awesome. She's proven herself. But at the same time, we didn't ask for you to be, like, you know, it's just like, okay, why do you get the full accolade? So I think that's why people try to kind of put it in like a wrestling analogy for some people. I feel like that's the kind of knee-jerk reaction a lot of people are having. Like I said, if it's good storytelling, I feel like you do need new guns. You do need a new big guns. You've lost half of your roster of Avengers. I'm like, dude, we need Captain Marvel. I feel like as long as it's a team effort, I'm cool. But just my thoughts on the movie. Try and check a lot of opinions that you have. I'm like, dude, just go enjoy the movie. If you do have a problem with it, I think it should be based solely off of, like, does it completely disregard its source material? Like the comic book that it came from. Which, again, I refer you to, Chris Stuckman. A lot of those people kind of go over stuff like that. Because I'm, being straight up, I'm not 100% familiar with Captain Marvel from the comic books. Like, I'm not. So I think I had the benefit of just going in, just kind of enjoying, like, a straight-up Marvel movie. But a lot of people were pissed because, like, they changed, she used to be Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel. Marvel was a guy, and, they made it a woman. But, like I said, these changes, another reason why I don't let them, like, stress me out like that, because I'm like, dude, it's comics. Comics always change source material, depending on who the writer is. Nick Fury used to be white. Now he's black. Spider-Man was white. Now you got Miles Morales. Thor used to be a guy. Now, he's a woman. So I'm like, dude, we changed things. Iron Man, Tony Stark now it's a black. I haven't read them. Like I said, I'm not super familiar. But for me, comics change all the time. There's so many different universes all the time. To me, I look at the MCU. Yeah, it adapts things. But even the Civil War, the comic book Civil War versus the movie Civil War, it's different. They're just different. So to me, I look at the MCU as kind of like another offshoot universe. That to me, so that's why when it changes things, I'm like, cool. If it makes the movie better, more accessible, I'm down with it. As long as you bring a good movie. You bring a good superhero movie. So just, if you're going to go see Captain Marvel, just to go in with the open opinion. Don't go in trying to bog it down with all these external things. Just go have a good experience. If you have a good experience when you see it, cool, like the movie. If you don't, cool, you didn't like it. There's no need for all the negativity, people. When just enjoy. We got a new addition to the Avengers roster. Oh, that too. Okay, I know people were pissed that the Avengers got their name from her. That I'm like, again, like to me, I'm like, all right, this is kind of like out of left field, but I think this movie, again, I feel like placement of the movie in the MCU kind of goes against it. Like, if this was in Phase 1, cool. If this was maybe after Endgame, cool. Where we just get her intro, kind of do like a Black Panther thing, where we introduce Black Panther in Civil War, and then he gets his own movie. Maybe introduce Captain Marvel in Endgame, and then give her her own movie. Maybe that would have helped. But, oh, and how Nick Fury lost his eye. Like, I think a lot of people were just like, what? Because, like, in, I think Winter Soldier, he's like, oh, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. So I think we're expecting, like, this huge epic backstory, because it's Nick Fury, and, like, he has a million secrets, and it's just like, oh, okay. But I've rambled long enough that, like I said, I'm working on my movie reviews. I'm trying to work on making them, I guess, more focused and not rambly. But I'm just a regular dude, just, like, dude, again, if you like the movie, go see it. If you don't. I'm like, you don't gotta put all this extra stuff to it. I just do think it's pretty interesting how it's kind of dividing the MCU fan base. Like, it's killing it at the box office. It's breaking records and whatnot. The fan base, it's kind of doing like a Last Jedi type thing, which Last Jedi. But anywho, I'm gonna just leave it there. If you want to go see it, go see it. Like, don't feel pressured to be like, oh, people, we can disagree. We can disagree on the movies we like, the animes we like, the things we like and like. If we all were the same, it would just be so boring. So don't let all that. Anywho, I've rambled long enough. If you want to go see Captain Marvel, go see it. If you don't. But that's it. Don't harp on people. Don't call them stupid or whatnot if they like it. Don't say they're stupid, not a true comic book fan. Dude, let's build the fan base. As always, y'all know me. I'm all about growing the peace and positivity, spreading it worldwide. So with that said, enjoy the links, hit that like, share, subscribe button. I'm gonna work on my movie reviews because I know they're very rambling. But these weren't even reviews. This was just my thoughts. But that's all for now. Until next time, my people, spread the peace and positivity. Y'all have a good day.